Are you looking for the best chef's knives? In this video, we will look at some of the 5 best chef's knives on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Misen Chef's Knife. Misen's knife is a great value for someone who wants to invest in their first good model. Strauss lay out the main reason why when recommending the brand's knife set. One of the things knife nerds talk about is steel hardness, he says. This is on the hard end of bendy, which means it sharpens really well but isn't so rigid that if you move it funky you can feel it and even break it. That level of firmness, in his mind, is a perfect sweet spot. And because of that, he recommends this knife to pretty much anyone looking to take a step up from whatever big box store version they owned previously. Not only are they fit for beginners, but I know a bunch of pro chefs who use them. You don't have to be overly precious with them, but they're still well made, he says. I own 6. Number 2. Messermeister Oliva Elite Stealth. The 2 knives above are certainly functional, but if you prize aesthetics, this option from Messermeister is quite stunning. Chris Carter, Porter Road's other founder, says while people are generally drawn to the look of Japanese knives because they tend to be particularly beautiful, this European model is just as attractive, and it's his preference because of the hardier blade construction. It delivers great versatility, durability, balance, and precision, he says, thanks to the strong German steel tang, which means the blade runs all the way to the handle instead of being forged together where the 2 parts meet. Still, it has an elegant, soft rosewood handle, which is just really nice to look at and hold on to. He says, you wouldn't want to hold hard plastic for a long time, but this feels great. Number 3. Shun Classic 8-inch Chef's Knife. In terms of Japanese knives, Shun is an industry favorite whose blades are consistently sharp, lightweight, durable, and sturdy. Its 8-inch Classic Chef's Knife takes advantage of all those characteristics, with a large blade to handle big items with little fatigue. The material is key to this knife sharpness, with a special high-carbon VG Max steel that includes chromium, tungsten, molybdenum, and vanadium for the best possible edge. The wavy pattern on this knife comes from 34 layers of steel forged together on each side for a flexible and stick-resistant blade. You can get paper-thin slices easily, while the slightly curved shape allows for a rocking or up-and-down chopping technique. The signature D-shaped handle makes Shun knives secure to grip in your left or right hand, and the blonde color on this one is a unique pick that will stand out in your knife block. More than one food and wine editor has used a Shun knife for years, and we can attest to the brand's long-term quality. That's so long as you care for it properly. Carbon steel is more prone to rust and corrosion than stainless, and this knife needs to be hand-washed and fully dried right after each use. Number 4. Wüsthof Classic 8-inch Chef's Knife. The Wüsthof Classic did a fantastic job with our sweet potato test, which was the most difficult for all the knives we tested. It took little effort to slice straight to the potato lengthwise, a tribute to its strength and sharpness. In our other tests, this chef's knife had no trouble chopping onion and herbs and easily broke down a chicken. Our only difficulty in testing came with tomatoes. The Wüsthof Classic's tip isn't as sharp as the rest of the edge, so we struggled to pierce the tomato skin smoothly. But once we got to the outer layer, the knife produced thin, even slices. The Wüsthof Classic's weight is nicely balanced from handle to tip for good control, and its full bolster protects your finger from touching the blade heel. The handle is sturdy and slip-free, which makes applying extra pressure easy and safe. It's also available with a range of handle colors, which is unusual for a high-quality knife. However, all these design features make for a weighty blade, and the full bolster leaves less room for large hands. You'll have less control using this hefty knife than with a sleeker Japanese-style model, and your hand and arm will tire more quickly when doing repetitive tasks like prepping lots of vegetables. Number 5. Victorinox Fibro Pro 8-inch Chef's Knife. Made by the same company as the famed Swiss Army knife, the Victorinox Fibro Pro Chef's Knife delivers solid performance at less than half the price of any other blade on our list. Its thin, light blade sailed through tomato, green onion, garlic, and herbs, making clean and even cuts with no trouble. However, it had a tough time with sweet potato. The blade got stuck halfway through, and we had to press on it with both hands to make a ragged, uneven cut. It wound up very dull after testing, likely due to how much it struggled there. The Fibrox Pro is great for light-duty prep tasks when paired with a butcher knife for proteins. The textured handle gives a great grip and feels nice, even when wet and soapy. But it lacks visual appeal. Neither the thin plastic handle nor the plain stainless steel blade stand out.